guys. Let's get this thing started. The Hokies will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Huskies offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And, David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws. The whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
He's going to pass. He's got him in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge him back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, get in the run. It's going to be going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Caught over the middle. It's crossed. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. UConn will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the return, it's Reeves. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Hokies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
On the offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10.
Green 25. Convoy.
The give to the tailback. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this one up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
To the ground with the back. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Hokies have their offense in high gear.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Over. Ready.
They'll run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Now, by now, when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand when he gets up to the line of scrimmage. He gets right through the line, makes the tackle.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebackers.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Ready,
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
On the double.
Line getting set on 2nd down.
Jackrabbit.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Lion. Go.
On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokie.
And it just keeps feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. We saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. UConn going back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keeps looking downfield. Good, solid tackle.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him set. Coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the ball. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. On the ready. 29. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. He's got it on the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, still short of the first down. Ready?
Now, short passes.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left. Get back to it and open the second period.
On the set. Easy. Flip. Check.
Fires to the big fella.
Lightning.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and get them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run game coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive.
Here we go.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance now, the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoops his way to the first down and then stops.
Want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
UConn comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps, powers, and works his way, and they finally get it out of the field. Now on second and goal. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now it's third down. On the jet sweep, racing for the edge and the sticks. Field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer. You've also...
The expressway is wide open. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
This offense is high octane, boy. You saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And let's
This has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Memphis.
On the ready?
We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And they'll finally bring it down after he rips off a huge play. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops.
Look at that last play. You can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Back to pass. It's Woodside. And he was going for the touchdown there. They couldn't make the connection.
And that is a huge missed opportunity.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand.
Ready?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Set. Hut.
He's looking to throw. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket the slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
It's good, and that one is solid perfect. So they put the field goal on the board now. They kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also the game is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Fires left. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Trying to get to it. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leads us to 3rd and 10. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And the ball is picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up before the end of the half.
It's a fast job. Think about what's the time, whatever it is. It's more guys that see that. Superb effort by that guy.
They're trying to get through. Quarterback trying to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense.
On the ready.
They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more forward to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Ready.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. To throw, it's O'Neal. Going for it all. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You
On
can
the
tell
set.
breaking on the
Flip it,
football
flip it.
really, really well. Seeing where
Let's
the quarterback's
go.
throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it.
Lasso.
Almost had another interception.
It's a draw. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else would be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down.
Okay, ready.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Slide 22. Ready.
The give to the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Ready.
The
Break.
Hokies have it with a 1st and 10.
Jackrabbit.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's complete on the right side. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. That throw and catch. Example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys
Ready,
that
set.
have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field.
Cobra.
Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
On the double.
And the D denied him on second and goal.
Igloo. Igloo. Can. Under.
zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They march 79 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner is stopped.
Okay.
The UConn offense goes back to work.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage needed for those wide receiver screens. Oftentimes you want the receiver to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against Prescott.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Grabbed over the middle. It's they're finally able to haul him down in midfield.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Ready, ready.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
On the ready.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Set. Ready,
Looking
ready.
downfield, it's Woodside. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
Ready.
The Huskies are moving quickly down the field.
Pound 55 weak. And go. Ready,
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got it behind the line. They stop him almost immediately. Short game there. Still a little ground cover. Pick up the first.
On the set.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly.
Get set,
Big
get
guy
set.
has a chance to run a little.
Ready, go.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate play. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield,
Ready.
and chew up some extra yards.
Trying to wear down this defense.
Here we go.
The 7th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 1. The play action fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And as we get ready to start the fourth quarter, they'll open with a field goal attempt. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. What do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 13 to Liberty.
Okay,
Your
ready?
boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The running back has it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Loss of 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Running to the left. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10.
Lasso!
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it for the 47.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play. You've seen it unfold, breaking up the football right to the interception, and you will absolutely never forget that first career eye into that big play.
Okay,
UConn going back to work on offense. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive on a touchdown.
And they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to.
Catch and strike inside the 15.
got it.
Sometimes it's a game where you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the big Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from
On the ready?
3rd and inches. When your will, your heart, your desire is put to the test.
Razor, razor. Lasso, lasso.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Slide 22.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to
On
run
the
the
set.
football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on.
Slab. Under. Over. Ready, go.
They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Hey, Cam.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Here's the handoff. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a... Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible
Ready,
for their
set.
offense. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10.
Lion. Ready.
Leaves it with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
On the
After
double.
the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Fancy.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Okay, break.
And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of
Unlock.
downs.
Hold. Travel. Go.
The give to the left side. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Got it.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Razor.
Trying to get in the end zone again. Just hammering with this running back again, and he knows it's his way into the end zone.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UConn offense goes back to work. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting to the bitter end, Jesse.
They call it a long shot for a reason because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that ball around. Every second on this clock
Through the air, it's Woodside. Coming. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. UConn quick to the line. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Igloo! Igloo!
On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.